Hi, I'm Max from the Steelhouse Festival, and you're watching Underkill TV.
Welcome to Underkill TV, here for an exclusive for the Steelhouse Festival coming up. I'm joined with Max again. How you doing, Max? Good to see you.
Not so bad, mate.
And how's preparations going for it?
Oh, as you can imagine, it's all fun and games at the moment. It's booking the bands in, getting everything sorted. We're expecting huge numbers this year with the artists we've got on the bill. So we're having to scale everything up again, which is no bad thing.
And as you go about the artists on the bill, you can't get pretty much bigger at the moment than Europe and Black Star Riders, which is obviously the new lineup of Thin Lizzy.
Well, yes, yeah, I think we're incredibly pleased to have those on the bill. I have to say that I'm a big fan of Europe, particularly in their more modern stuff, because I think they've come back really strong in the last two albums. The last look at RHEAD and stuff is incredible, and obviously the Thin Lizzy stuff and the new album as Black Star Riders. It's super. We're gonna have a bit of fun.
I mean, as you say, both bands, like in Europe's sort of case, are on, like, they've sort of reinvented themselves. They've got that heavy sort of sound, but they're a band that's massive and headlining lots of festivals as well.
Well, that's it. I think if we'd really stopped to consider it, this is obviously the fourth year of the festival. If we'd sat around a table 3.5 years ago and thought that we'd have a headliner that sold 20 million albums, has had a #1 single in 25 countries, and is as globally recognised as Europe, I think we'd have to pinch ourselves, I think, too.
And of course, obviously, with Black Star Riders as well, a band that's sort of relaunched themselves to sort of get away from the Thin Lizzy name, and they've had a pretty dream sort of start as well, haven't they? The album's been fantastic. Everywhere's had fantastic reviews of it, so you must be really pleased for them to be headlining as well.
Oh yes, it's they've got a history, but that's what we've kind of enjoyed putting together this year as a bill. It's bands that have got depth and have got history and have got a back catalogue of tunes, but have come back really, really strong and are very current as well. This isn't a walk. This isn't kind of a nostalgia trip. These are bands that are really credible and are on top form. And that's we've got a mix of younger bands that are first album and are full of life and full of energy, and they're going to play on the same stage as these bands that have been there, seen it, done it, and are still at absolutely the top of their form. So it's a great combination.
Which also I was going to ask then, what else have we got on the lineup? I know we've got The Answer coming into the lineup, but
we have. I've got to sort of keep a track of it. Things have moved so quickly in the last few weeks. Sort of lining up the rest of the bands for the bill. I have to keep jogging my memory which ones are confirmed and which ones are not. So we've The Answer as second on the bill on the Sunday. Great. That band will be a great compliment to Europe, because in fact I saw them a week or so ago in Cardiff. They're an incredible live band.
I saw them in Swansea the night before.
And as a live act as well, they're that twilight spot, 8 o'clock on a festival bill, that'll be incredible.
As you say, you've got to be a good band to go out for is it 12 months with AC/DC, opening up for AC/DC.
Exactly. And I think other bands we've got on there, Bernie Marsden. Having him on the bill, we had Snake Charmer last year, so Bernie Marsden this time. Well, yeah, and again, new album out. In fact, he had Coverdale back to sing on his new album.
That's right. Yeah. I was going to ask about that. Yeah.
They've done a remake of Trouble on the new album. But for me, when he breaks out that 12-string guitar and plays "Ain't Gonna Cry You No More," I'll be in floods again.
And who else have we got on the bill at the minute?
We've, it's exclusive now. This is real exclusive stuff, because these are bands that haven't been announced yet. So
wow.
We're really pleased to have secured the Electric Boys now on the Saturday. I think one of the girls in our office, when I told her that we had the Electric Boys, I think she almost exploded. So I think that their most recognised song, All Hips and Lips, is just an absolute
very unique sort of band, aren't they?
Yeah, but lots of other credible tunes. They're a really good band. So and below them we've got young Australian band. This, genuinely is now an international rock festival. We got Swedes, Americans, Australians, Irish. It's the full. We're getting the full international lineup. So a band from Australia called Massive. They've just been on the cover of
Current classic rockers, yeah.
So that'll be a great one. And then real up-and-coming stars and local boys to you as well. The Buffalo Summer.
Buffalo Summer, yeah.
Yeah, saw them on Friday night. Up in Gloucester.
Oh, the Planet Rockstock, was it?
Yeah, it was actually because obviously Tax the Heat, Buffalo Summer, and Black Wolf all appear in an hour bill. Yeah. All playing in one place. We had to go and check them out.
How was that? Was it all good?
Oh, it was amazing. It was a great turnout. Good place as well. I've been to the Guildhall before, and it was a good venue, but great bands. And I have to say that we had Buffalo Summer at the club a year or so ago. Yeah. And they're months and months of touring now on some great tours. I've really polished that band. They're a great live act, and great fellas as well. Good boys. But those boys are really on the up and up, and it's great to have them on the bill this year.
Yeah, they're excited about it as well. I spoke to Andrew a couple of weeks back as well. So yeah, that's all good stuff. And as we say, is all the preparations all in place now then, or is there still is the headache starting yet?
Well, yeah, I suppose one big headache is getting the bill together. I'm not, only partly responsible for that. There's other people have a much bigger role in that than me. But my biggest headache will start now in the next few weeks is getting all the infrastructure in. As people who've been to the festival will know, it's a greenfield site. There's nothing on site at all, so we have to bring every ounce of everything that goes on there is brought in. In fact, one of our guys said last year, he said what people will never realise is the only thing that we don't bring on site is the sky and the grass.
I can imagine it, because that's what I was going to ask the next question. Apart from like booking the bands and preparation, I know it's like an annual thing. We were saying about this last time. The whole festival, like as soon as it's finished, you're in the next mode to get next year's done. But with regards to site, on site, how much preparation goes into it?
Well, obviously, it's the planning part of it is becoming a full 12-month cycle. Yeah, it is, and in fact, it's probably tipping over that now in the fact that we've substantially got next year's bill put together. So obviously, people that we talked to this year that either weren't available or were contracted to other festivals have signed up for next year. So and there's some great names involved in that. But with regard to the on-site stuff, the preparations probably really starts in earnest now, so it's like 3 or 4 months, and then we'll break onto the site probably 10 days before and bring everything in. So
it's sort of 12-hour days then, getting everything even longer.
I have to say the workforce we have and the volunteers who get involved in that are just incredible, and it makes it such an enjoyable thing. We're all there for the same reason. We all love music. Yeah. We all want a successful festival in this area of the country. It's grown incredibly, from the first year with the choir boys. That's right. Yeah, sort of 1,200 people. The next year with Feeder and Reef, we had just about 5,000 people. Last year it was just tipping up to the 7,000 over the weekend, and this year it'll be over 10,000 people, and it's grown incredibly. But that's largely to do with the volunteers and the staff that we have. We have a little, it's like a commune, a little village up there for sort of 10 or 12 days, and they make it an incredibly enjoyable, hard work.
I bet, yeah.
But it's incredibly enjoyable.
Excellent stuff. And obviously, to a lot of the viewers that probably haven't gone to the Steelhouse Festival or heard about it, I mean, all right, it's in Wales, but this is quite a central sort of spot for a lot of people. I mean, I think last year's competition winners come from Bristol, and they were quicker getting there to the festival than I was coming from Neath, even though it only took me an hour. So it's near enough, on an hour to get there from sort of Bristol area. Yeah. So it's quite a central point.
It's a great location, to be honest. We're on the edge of the Brecon Beacons, so it makes it a spectacular, site. And so many people comment on that. But yeah, to come, we get so many people from the Midlands and that kind of down through, Gloucester and Monmouth and down to us here. We bill ourselves as a Welsh festival, but last year was incredibly pleasing that we had We had people come from Canada, from Finland, lots from mainland Europe, lots of north of England, Scotland. You know, it's really sparked something in the kind of rock community, and they're enjoying the site, the kind of bills we put together, the whole atmosphere and the feel there. 'Cause it's a very, you know, it's a very family-friendly atmosphere, and it's everyone in one big field for a big party. You know, all there for the same reason, for great, you know, classic rock music.
And obviously as well, I was going to ask, you're saying that there's going to be more and more sort of acts announced to this. There's still a few more that we haven't said, even though we've had a couple of exclusives today. We're really pleased about that. So anybody that wants to keep tracks on the festival, where can they keep up to date with it? Like obviously you've got the Twitter, and what's the website and everything?
It's www.steelhousefestival.com. And obviously, we're very active on all social media.
Facebook as well.
Yeah. So we're keeping all the hot news. We'll go out through our website and through all the social media. But the festival will be everywhere on all the magazines and radio stations in the coming months. So yes, there's one more big name to come.
So if you want to find out who it is and keep up to date, you know where to log into. Excellent stuff. And as I say, you've also got the Steelhouse, the club as well. As well. Have you got anything exciting coming up there?
We can have one more night before the festival. We just a week or so ago, or a couple of weeks ago, had Bonafide there.
Great.
Who played the club and the festival in the past, and they're always good fun and a great live act. So that we had a full house and a great night. We'll have one more in June before the festival to promote the festival, and a bit of a party, a pre-festival party. So there'll be announcements on that shortly, and then you know it's full on into July, and with weather like this, obviously, you know that's what we're expecting.
Awesome stuff. Just before we recap on everything, as we said, the festival prices are really cheap and everything. One other thing we didn't sort of touch on the subject is obviously with the ticket prices being like 65, 70 plus, 75 plus camping, but kids is a fantastic deal on kids. Could you tell everybody about that?
Well, yeah, you know, we're conscious of the fact that we're aiming this festival at people of our generation, you know, and you know, it's life takes over, mortgages and kids and everything else, and you think that the days of going to festivals are behind you, but we build this festival around a family atmosphere, and it's been one of the most pleasing things for me as sort of one of the organisers. When you see the happy, calm, friendly atmosphere, the kids running around, the family campsite thriving, you know, it's one of the most pleasing parts of it.
What's the deal with kids tickets this year?
Yep, kids are free of charge, 14s and under, free of charge with an adult, with a ticket holding adult. We don't want it to be a barrier to people coming to a festival like this. You know, it's bring the kids. You know, we know
it's amazing. That's amazing.
To get you know, babysitters and get a weekend pass and to get out, but it really is a family-friendly festival.
Amazing, excellent stuff. Well, Max, thanks very much for your time, and we hope to see you up on site and hopefully show the viewers how much work is actually going into the festival, and we'll hopefully catch you very, very soon.
Yeah, excellent.
Thanks a lot for your time. Thanks a lot. Cheers. Okay, as we were saying about last year's competition winner, Lloyd Lewis, they obviously said that they couldn't believe how the organisation and everything that went into this festival. I mean, how well prepared it was, and how I think the only thing that messed everybody sort of up last year, that sort of gave them a bit of a sad face, was the weather. That's an amazing sort of compliment to come back. That, you know, these are people that go to like Download and all the big festivals, and they put this festival right up there and above a lot of these festivals.
Well, that's a massive compliment for us. You know, we really incredibly sort of the feedback we've had over the last few years, but particularly last year has been second to none. It's makes it worthwhile. All the hard work.
And obviously, we appreciate comments from last year's winner. I know that, as I was telling Max as well, that they've had a really sort of difficult sort of time in the last sort of 12 months with the little one and everything. And obviously, as you've seen in the episode where I've just put up, that things haven't been perfect. But you know, I mean, they've been, you know, obviously it's a time when, you know, you have to pull through for kids and everything. So obviously, I'm going to hand Max over with a few things to say.
Yeah, but like I said earlier on, this is a massively family-friendly festival, and we love to encourage that element of it. And we, you know, it was as a parent myself, it's distressing to hear that people are going through difficult times. So what we'd like to do this year is invite Lloyd over and with the family and to enjoy the festival again with us this year. So
Wow.
yeah, you know, it's such a small thing for us to do, but hopefully it's something that they'll enjoy and put a smile on their faces.
Wow, that's incredible. Thank you very much for doing that. And obviously, I hope you're watching now, Lloyd. And this is hitting. Should be a really awesome weekend. And we hope to see you and little Fergus there as well. And hopefully Fergus can meet everybody this year. And it'll be awesome stuff. But once again, this is Alistair signing out with Max from the Steelhouse Festival for Underkill TV. Thanks a lot again, Max.
Cheers, Al.